I'm going to explain the next time measuring device, that is called as pendulum clock. So pendulum clock, as you know, it is just like this size of minimum structure. It is a simple watch, but there is something like this. There is a metallic or plastic, very fine pointer, and there is there is a metallic, it can be ring or something like that, and so it rotates to and fro, means यहाँ से यहाँ जाएगा, यहाँ से यहाँ, so ये हमेशा घूमते रहता है. और this is the watch. This pendulum is connected to watch, and due to rotation, due to movement of the pendulum, this is called pendulum. So due to movement of pendulum to and fro means from one side to other side, idhar se udhar. So as a result, the pendulum is connected to this watch, and so watch keeps on moving and it gives the time. So this is the pendulum. Now here I have taken, this is, I have made a pendulum. This I have taken metallic, washers, and this is string, as it is here. Now this is called simple pendulum, and here I have also drawn the pendulum. Now see how pendulum works. See very carefully. Here this is the mean position, as here I have drawn here. The standing position, this position में pendulum rest करता है. This is the resting phase of pendulum. This is called as mean position. So when we hold this and let it go on the one side, so it keeps on, see, it keeps on moving from one side to other side, to and fro. Again, this is oscillation. This plus this. See, the distance covered by this simple pendulum is same. This is called as oscillation. Hold, wait. Now I have said to wait. Now this pendulum is resting. This is the mean position. It was going to this place, again it was going to this place. So pendulum always goes on same position. This is the maxima. The maximum height gained, maximum height gained. The two sides they have the maxima, and mean position is called as this resting position. जहाँ रेस्ट करेगा, that is called as mean position. और देखो यहाँ से बच्चों, यहाँ मैंने मार्क कर रखा है, यहाँ से यहाँ तक जाएगा, from this to this. This is called as one oscillation, from one maxima to other maxima, or the time taken from maxima to maxima, or from to and far, maxima to maxima, or from to and fro. It is called as one oscillation. It is called as one oscillation. So in this also, this pendulum in this watch, it moves with the help of a cell. Cell is there, and so with the cell, it can be cell or it can be by winding the spring. चाबी भरने से भी चलती है, या इसमें सेल लगा होता है. So coming to oscillation. So oscillation is the time period. Oscillation is the time taken from one point to this other point, on from to and fro via mean position. This is very interesting to note. Suppose if this, also let it this be, मैं इसको यहाँ लेके आ रहा हूँ और फिर मैं इसको छोड़ दे रहा हूँ. अब मान लो कि यहाँ से यहाँ तक आने में इसको लगता है कितना, 2 सेकेंड. तो इसकी ऑसिलेशन क्या होगी, 2 सेकेंड. Oscillation of this will be 2 seconds. Now see what happens. Slowly and slowly the oscillation decreases. Is that clear? Slowly and slowly oscillation decreases, because once I had supplied energy. Now see, slowly and slowly oscillation decreases. So in This is simple pendulum because it is not driven by any machine. There is not any power. ये अपने आप एक बार मैं इसको एनर्जी दे रहा हूँ तो ये मूव कर रहा है. So this is, you know, its oscillation slowly and slowly decreases, and then see it is coming to rest. So this is the simple pendulum. So what is oscillation? Oscillation the time period. Time period in taking from, you know, to and fro distance, or one maxima to other maxima, or maximum distance. In simple words you can say the maximum distance covered by, you know, this pendulum. Now any this structure, it can be of stone also, metal also, glass also, and this is called a bob. What we call bob. It can be bob also, it can be stone. आप लोग इसमें घर में स्टोन बांध के बढ़िया से कर सकते हैं. So this is the pendulum and this is the pendulum work. It is suspended. This I have suspended this, and so this is pendulum. You know, this is the most advanced clock. It is called as quartz clock. What we call quartz clock. So quartz is a naturally occurring substance. You know, we can see you know, sand. So sand is impure quartz. Sand is impure quartz. When the refined form of sand is there, so that is quartz. So quartz has crystals. Quartz has crystals. Crystals means very small, very delicate, you know, component. Very small, very delicate component, and the quartz crystals, they have fixed oscillation. Quartz crystals have fixed oscillations, and quartz is used in the clocks. Quartz crystals are used in the clocks. All the electronic equipments, TV, mobile, any electronic equipment, they work with the help of quartz. You know, oscillation. In simple words we call oscillation. So in technical words, oscillation is called as frequency. Oscillation is called as frequency. You know, frequency adjective, and so frequent. What is the meaning of frequent? Very fast. So this is the oscillation is called as frequency. So quartz clock or any electronic equipment is based on the frequency. You know, our DTH receives signals, mobile receives signals. How it is possible? It is possible by the frequency of the quartz crystals. Quartz crystals are supplied power. See, here there is a quartz crystal, and it is given, you know, power with a cell. This is, you know, a cell. So when quartz crystal is given power, then it oscillates. Then it oscillates in a particular manner. ये हिलता है. As a result of this, it is very small working device. You can see from the, you know, damaged clock, wristwatch. So the quartz crystal oscillates, and as a result of this, there is mechanism. There are many levers, and as a result, there is the movement of this watch. I have made this. So this is a, you know, wristwatch or table watch. All the watches in which there is a cell, they have quartz crystal, and as a result of oscillation, there is the movement of this mechanical materials. There are small components. छोटे छोटे इसमें गिरियां होती हैं जो कि चलती हैं, और इसके चलते जो सुई इसकी चलती है. एंड क्वार्ट्ज कभी खराब नहीं होता, इसलिए आपको पता होगा क्वार्ट्ज क्रिस्टल्स कितने फेमस है. ऑल द कंपोनेंट्स, ऑल द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कंपोनेंट्स, एनीथिंग कैन नॉट बी मेड विदाउट क्वार्ट्ज. सिंपली whether it is TV, fridge, microwave, mobile, all the electronic equipments, they require some frequency, they require some oscillation. Without oscillation, any electronic equipment cannot work. So oscillation is frequency, vibration is there. So due to vibration, they receive the signal from the tower, mobile phone or TV receives the receive the signal. Similarly, this receive the signal and there is the conversion of its frequency into the mechanical moment. Mechanical moment का मतलब क्या है? इसकी सुई चलती है. So this is about the quartz watch and so they consume very less amount of power. सबको पता होगा घर में वॉल क्लॉक होती है, बैटरी वाली, सेल वाली, रिस्ट वॉच होती है. सो इनके अंदर बहुत एक पेंसिल सेल लगता है या रिस्ट वॉच के अंदर बहुत छोटे से सेल लगते हैं, बटन जैसे लगती है. तो देखा होगा आपने, सालों चल जाती है. If the quality of cell is good, why? Because quartz crystals consume very less amount of current, and as they are some sort of a stone, so they have very fixed frequency. इनका टाइम कभी भी खराब नहीं बताते. ये खास बात क्वार्ट्ज की. क्वार्ट्ज क्रिस्टल्स they never decompose. 99.9% they don't decompose unless until there is some power fluctuation or some damage. And so as a result, they have very accuracy. They are highly accurate. Highly accurate. Highly accurate due to fixed oscillation. Oscillation are fixed, and so quartz clock are highly accurate. Last part is about the some simple measurement of time. You almost knowing in 1 minute there is 60 seconds. This, then 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. So this relationship. But actually, in scientific calculations, second is not so sufficient. We launch rockets in the space, so very high accuracy is required. And when there is some competition, when the athletes of the world they are racing, so very small division of second is also taken into considerations, and there are different types. There can be millisecond, there can be microsecond, there can be nanosecond. See how it is. So 1 millisecond is equal to, this is 1 millisecond is equal to 1 upon 1000 second. 1 millisecond is equal to 1 upon 1000 second. 1 millisecond. Now this, or it is 1 microsecond, this second. 1 microsecond is equal to 1 upon 1000 millisecond. 1 upon microsecond, 1 upon 1000. So there is a relationship. Once again I am repeating, 1 millisecond is equal to 1 upon 1000 second. यानी 1 सेकेंड को 1000 से डिवाइड कर रहे हैं, क्या हो जाएगा? It will be 1 millisecond. Similarly 1 microsecond क्या होगा? इससे ये छोटी यूनिट है. So 1 upon 1000 millisecond is equal to 1 microsecond, और it is second में भी इसको चेंज करेंगे. So it is 1 microsecond is equal to 10 to the power 6 second. Now this is the third. Nano is further smallest. So 1 upon 1000 microsecond is equal to 10 to the power 6 millisecond, and it is 10 to the power 9 seconds. So simply we can say 1 nanosecond is equal to 10 to the power 9. This 1 microsecond is equal to 10 to the power 6. So this is the relationship and how we can measure the time in very small fractions in scientific calculation. So this is all about the measurement of time.